thinking of playing Iron Cross, man-to-man combat on the East Front, 1941-42. So I've quickly set up some German defenders here. They're defending this crossroads. So I'll start in the front here. Up front, I put 2 riflemen. I guess I'll talk about them in the terms that I thought of. So I put a PR7 and a PR6 rifleman. That's performance rating 7 and 6 forward in this 1-hex building here. Oops, they're both down in downstate. All the defenders are in downstate. You can tell that from a distance from the white writing. Back here and in the front center in this 1-hex building, I put a light machine gun and a rifleman with a PR8 rifleman with the light machine gun. Light machine gun generally center to get as wide a field of fire as I could. Yeah, there are 2 hills in front, but they're not that big. You'll see those later. Here I put the medium machine gun. So this is another 1-hex building. Looks like it has some wartime damage there. So I got the medium machine gun. Again, they're all in downstate. A PR9 rifleman and a PR10 machine pistol. So I'm thinking the machine pistol, certainly for close-in security for the medium machine gun. And generally centrally located as well on the objective. So this is the objective that the Germans are defending. Back here, there's an improved position 1. And in there we have a PR8 rifleman and we have a PR7 rifleman. They are also in a 1-hex building. And over here, finally, we have another improved position 1. We have the platoon leader. So the platoon leader, we have a PR11 machine pistol soldier and a PR8 rifleman. And they're in a 2-hex building there. So this is the the beefed up center, the reinforced center, and generally just an all-around broadly based defense. Now that I'm reviewing everything, I probably should have put higher PR soldiers up here, but I'll go with it now. So these are the German defenders. They are facing north. North is this way. And these Soviets are coming from the north. So zoomed out, we're playing on this center map with the dotted lines. We're playing on this center map. There again are the German defenders we just reviewed. These are the 2 smaller hills in front of their position. I don't know. Try to get crossfires here. But it's a very general defense there. So this is kind of the Soviet baseline here. They have 3 squads, basically 3 squads and 2 medium machine guns coming onto the map like this. They can come on this side or they can come on this side up to the road. To break it up, we will put a squad over here, come on this side. We'll give them an assistant platoon leader. Okay, so 1 squad comes on this side, 2 squads on this side. We are starting with the Soviet player turn. Don't need to do anything in the morale phase or the sport fire. Don't have any sport fire because we're not on the map, so we'll go right to the movement phase. We don't need to check performance because the shooting has not started. So basically, in game terms, these Soviet soldiers are just coming on the map in typical war game fashion. Let's see when we get the first contact. I mean, in general, this is all very open, other than the two hills there. Now, interestingly, I'm going to zoom in on Hill K here, Hill Kilo. As I was setting up this firefight here, I noticed this graphic. This is not the only one. There are a few others like this. I'm not sure what those are. I'm not sure at all what they are, so I'm going to treat them as I'm just going to treat them as trees. I mean, these are obviously trees. I'm just going to treat these as another kind of tree, but I am not actually certain what they are. But like I said, I'm just going to treat them as a different kind of tree. Okay, we'll get some Soviet movement going. I moved my first Soviet team here onto the map towards Hill Juliet here, and just noticed something. As far as elevation goes, so this is level 0. This is level 0, level 1, and there's a level 2, which is an even darker brown. The rules say that if a hex contains two different elevations, it's considered to be at the lower of the two. That makes sense over here, right? So this has 0 and a little bit of 1, so it's treated as 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is obviously, well, that only has one elevation, never mind. So this is obviously 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. But this hex, I'm not sure that this was really synced. I'm not sure that this graphic was synced with the rule as written, because this does have level 0 in it, but it's hard for me to believe that this whole hex is going to be considered level 0. So I'm going to play it the more straightforward, obvious way. There are 5 level 1 hexes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, and that's the actual graphic, but these are 5 level 1 hexes. Okay, so the first squad is on the map. I'm getting ready to move the second squad onto the map. And I'm going to move this first team 1 hex onto the play area. And a few things. Oh yeah, so the medium machine gun does have has a, I don't know what you want to call it. Well, line of sight, I guess. So the medium machine gun there, as well as the rifleman here. So that makes me want to review for opportunity fire. Okay, there's observation, and there's the ranges for opportunity fire. Okay, so the riflemen here, they are limited to a 3 hex range for opportunity fire, but the medium machine gun here is limited to its initial printed range, which from here looks like 18. Yep, 18. So, rules as written: machine guns, initial range printed on the counter. Machine guns may not opportunity fire beyond their initial range. This is easily within 18 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's within range. So, for this opportunity fire, what do we do with observation? And no, there is no more. There's no other terrain to consider. Okay, so this is a German opportunity fire during the Soviet movement phase. So just to cover one thing, well, first of all, of course, the machine gun has facing. So this is the front hex, and then it comes out like that on both sides. So clearly the target's within the zone here for facing the machine gun. Okay, and so opportunity fire during the movement phase, machine guns, ATRs, and ATGs do not have their PC die roll modified in this phase. So do they still do a PC check? I guess they do. Okay, so they pass. They rolled a 7. They're I guess I'll quickly review all the stuff. So here's the German machine gun. Range is 18. That's the initial printed range. Target is 13 hexes away, so it's no problem for opportunity fire. What's important? 13 is the AP value in the lower left. 8 is the... So 13, yeah, is the anti-personnel firepower value. And 8 is the performance rating. So I guess I think that's all the information that's relevant here. So we don't have to keep picking it up. So now I think we go to the basic fire procedure, which is where we'll have the observation step. So basic, okay, designate target hex, eligible. Oh, I know what I should have chosen a machine gun mode. Again, I see no reason not to play with the advanced rules. So machine gun mode. Now, since I didn't set it, what would it have been? It probably would have been, well, would have been direct fire. So I'm just playing with the standard direct fire mode. I think that's the only one that the German has to set. We have 2 Soviet medium machine guns. They'll just start off in direct fire too. They'll switch to the other modes when necessary, when relevant. Okay, so designate target hex. So now we do observation. Oh, the observation was before the PC. I keep forgetting that. I still don't know why that would be, but okay. All right. Observation. Observation. Okay, so again, we go with we start with the terrain of the hex. They're just moving in a normal clear terrain there. So the base, observation is a very high 10, i.e. it's very easy to observe into that hex. So it's 10. Let's see if there's anything. So modifiers favoring the target. That's the moving Russians there, the moving Soviets. For every 5 hexes, okay, beyond the initial 5. So this is 13 hexes between the German medium machine gun and the Soviets. So that's what, 2 plus 2, right? So that's plus 2. For each improved position, doesn't apply here. Tree symbols don't apply. I don't think that one applies. I'm assuming that one doesn't apply. Trees. Along the line of sight. Trees, AFVs, and wrecks along the site. Marsh and target is non-AFE and downstate. Nope, these are infantry and upstate. If the observing unit moved within the last 3 phases, no. Okay, so it's plus 2 just for the range. That kind of makes sense. So they need to get 10 or less with plus 2 for the range. Ooh, that was close actually. All right, 6, 7, 8. That's never mind. That wasn't close. All right, so they do observe. Nice, I like that. If I did it right, I hope. Okay, now the PC check, so they pass because we already did it. Determine final firepower strength of the attack. I guess it's so 13, and is it adjusted for anything? Range attenuation doesn't apply. It's within the initial. Yeah. I don't think anything else applies. The machine gun is not going to use intensive fire. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think there are any other firepower adjustments. So is it just a plain 13? I guess it's a plain 13, which is again printed firepower strength. Let me see if there's anything different for machine guns in particular. Okay, so again, German medium machine gun firing at moving Soviets there. I think it's only 1 die for, this is really weird. This is a very strange combat system, but I think it's weird that you're rolling less. Yeah, you're rolling less dice for a better outcome, and you're rolling more dice for a worse outcome. It's very interesting. But anyways, I'm just playing it. Yeah, actually, I consider a few of these things just plain counterintuitive. But so they roll a 5. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Okay, but we go back to the... So I was trying to figure out what is different about the machine gun. The machine gun is... Oh, that's funny. The range is 13 and the firepower is 13. We go to the firepower. Oh, are there any adjustments for firepower? I don't think there are. No, I still don't think so. 13 is the whoa, that means it's automatically, that means the target is automatically at least pinned, because 13 is the pin number. Having that is 6.5 rounded up is 7 is the suppressed number, and then 7 through a 4 is the eliminated number. Oh, well, right away that looks like a suppressed outcome. But then I remembered, I think it's, yeah, I'm playing through here really quick. I want to play it quick. I want to get it quickly. But I think this is going to be devastating. It doesn't bother me at all that that units are going to automatically be pinned. For me, automatic results always bug me, but you know, you can't avoid that if you're using D6s. You can avoid that if you're using much more detailed combat results. Anyways, I think this is going to be devastating because I'm rolling for each target in the hex. Yeah, see, that's eliminated. So he's gone. Ostrov. Yeah, see, that was a loss because that's a 9 PR rifleman right there. A 9 PR, that hurts. So he's down. And yep. Oh, we lost an. I mean, that's an 8 PR rifleman. So 2 killed outright. And the third soldier suppressed. So rolling for each target. The calculations can be different.